This is a message from my client Todd. He got 20 first dates in just 30 days. His secret, he simply incorporated these 7 masculine traits that make you irresistible to women. And the 6th trait is the one he used to score a date with a bikini model. So if you want to get insane results like Todd and all my other clients, make sure you watch till the end and click the link below to join my private coaching program. Starting with the first tip that almost transformed his results overnight. Stop asking for permission. Here's the truth. In every interaction, someone's driving and the other is just along for the ride. Most guys are soft. They hesitate, they second guess, they constantly look for signs it's okay to escalate, to lead, to be a man. They tiptoe through the entire dating process like they need some sort of permission slip. And for women, this is exhausting. It drains the tension, it kills the spark, and it screams, I don't trust myself. So why should you? The most desirable women, the 9s and 10s, they're not going to take the lead. They have too many other options. Why babysit you when there's 10 other masculine and decisive chads in her DMs who are making it way easier for her to say yes to their invitation? If you don't have the balls to lead, she's just going to ghost you. Because the truth is, she doesn't want to be in control. She wants to be able to trust that you've got it handled. From the first message, to the first date, to the first moment you make a move on her. Instead of asking her where she'd like to go for a first date, suggest a place with confidence. Instead of waiting to see if she leans in for the kiss and initiates, you take your time, hold eye contact, pull her into you and say, come here, like you've already decided. In 2025, modern men are more feminine and less decisive than ever. And truthfully, women are tired of the uncertainty. She wants to feel chosen, not chased. When you're in the driver's seat, she gets to do the one thing every feminine woman craves deep down, and that is relax, exhale, and simply follow your lead. So if you want to incorporate this today, here's your new rule. You don't ask what she wants. You decide what you want and you invite her into it. You set the day, set the time, set the vibe, and watch how fast she gains respect and leans in when you stop waiting and instead start leading. But even if you're in the driver's seat, it won't matter if she doesn't feel safe in your presence, because respect gets her attention, but the guardian effect is what makes her stay. Every woman is wired for one primal question: am I safe with him? If the answer is yes, her instinctive guard disappears. If it's no, your chances of attraction are done for. This is because women are drawn to men who signal, I've got you. It's a non-verbal aura from your body language, your tone, your eye contact. When you're calm, grounded, and alert, you move through the world like a man who can handle shit, whether it's physical threats, emotional chaos, awkward social tension. You simply stay unfazed, because at the end of the day, a woman just wants to know she's safe with you, not just physically, but emotionally. She wants to know that you are a safe space for her to open up, be vulnerable, and let her guard down completely, so she can finally just relax into her femininity. This comes in the form of subtle gestures. Things like gently guiding her to the inside of the sidewalk, like pulling her closer when a crowd gets tight, like instinctively placing yourself between her and a big crowd of people. When she's walking in heels or on unstable ground, offering your arm as a way for her to balance. Keeping your voice calm, grounded, and collected when she's anxious or stressed. When you do all this smoothly and like it's second nature, you create an aura of safety for the girl. You become her own guardian. And that energy, it's rare, it's masculine, and it's exactly what creates the space for a woman to feel attracted and turned on, especially when combined with the next trait, being unreactive. Most guys make the mistake of getting emotionally hijacked by women. They over-explain themselves, get lured into shit tests, or try to put her down to validate themselves. You need to keep in mind that women will test you emotionally. She'll tell you something vulnerable or edgy just to see if you can handle it, to see if you'll flinch. This is her way of knowing if you are who you say you are. And when you don't take the bait, when you stay calm, amused, and steady, you become the man in control of the dynamic. And that is what makes her trust and desire you. She can cry, complain, tease, even push your buttons, and you don't crumble. You don't chase her high energy. Instead, you diffuse it. Now, don't get this confused. Being unreactive doesn't mean being an emotionless robot. It means you're simply unshaken from your core. You still feel everything, you just don't get sucked into anything. And now, it's important that I say this. If you're watching this and realizing, damn, I've been doing all of this wrong, and you're ready to actually fix it for good, then here's what you need to do. Click the first link below and apply to work with me inside my private coaching program. I'll personally help you embody these traits until they're second nature, whether it's in person, on dates, or over text. No overthinking, no fake alpha male stuff, just real permanent transformation. This is what I did with my client Todd, and it's why he went from boring interview style first dates that ended with a nice to meet you and I just don't feel the spark or I don't feel a connection to girls begging to see him again. So if you're ready to become that guy, click the link below. Now being unreactive is important, but the most attractive men combine this unshakable emotional stability with something equally powerful: assertiveness. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Most successful men become complete pushovers around attractive women. They're decisive with clients, assertive in negotiations, and clear about their boundaries in business. But the moment a beautiful woman sits across from them, they morph into an agreeable, non-confrontational, just pussy version of themselves, who's terrified of saying anything that might upset her. This incongruence repels women, because when you lack the courage to express your real thoughts, you unconsciously signal to her that you lack the backbone to lead the two of you. True masculine assertiveness is not about being rock-headed or aggressive. It's the ability to express your authentic thoughts, feelings, and boundaries without hesitation or apology. It makes women feel safe. Why? Because she knows where you stand. She doesn't have to read between the lines, because your directness creates trust. And when it comes to physical escalation, assertiveness is the difference between awkward and electric, which ties directly to the next thing that makes women absolutely obsessed if done right. And that is conveying sexual intent without fear. 99% of men are terrified of their own desire for women. When they're attracted to a woman, they hide it, dilute it, or express it with such hesitation that it loses all impact. You compliment her with a shaky voice. You glance away when she catches you looking. You disguise your intent behind a safe and nice guy conversation. This half-assed validation-seeking approach is why she's not feeling that magnetic pull towards you. Your fear of owning your own attraction is actually killing any possibility for attraction, when in reality, the masculine trait that creates instant visceral attraction is this unashamed sexual intent and desire. It's about fully embodying and owning your attraction in a way that makes her feel chosen and desired. And when it's done right, this feels magnetic to the girl. It gives her a visceral experience of being wanted, not in a creepy way, but in a primal way. The power lies in owning it fully. You don't need her to like you back. You don't need her to even reciprocate. You're totally okay expressing your desire and intent. That's what separates you from every other guy, because you're not seeking her approval, you're simply just expressing your truth. Now, if you want to nail this romantic intent, you have to understand that it can't be expressed without slow and controlled body language. Your body language alone speaks volumes, more than your words ever could. And mastering this single element could transform how women respond to you within minutes. You could have the perfect words, but if your body language screams, "I'm anxious around beautiful women," she's gonna feel it and shut down before you've even said a word. The key to having strong body language is to simply move at your own pace. Move through interactions as if you own the environment. Whether it's a bar, a sidewalk, or a room full of strangers, you move like everything around you is moving for you, not the other way around. And when it comes time to escalate, you don't ask, "Can I kiss you?" You hold tension. You get close. You glance at her lips and you go for it like you've already decided. Every subtle movement should feel intentional, from how you lean back, to how you raise your drink, to how you touch her waist to bring her into you. It's all calculated. Nothing rushed, nothing spastic. It's natural. This kind of control makes her feel safe, aroused, and intrigued, because it sends one powerful signal: this man is in command of himself, and that means he can handle me. Now, even with perfect body language, there's still one trait that ties everything together. It's the foundation that makes all the other traits sustainable and authentic, rather than just techniques you're practicing, and that is ambition. Here's what you need to understand. The moment you make a woman your purpose, you lose her respect entirely. No matter how much leadership, protection, or sexual intent you display, if you're orbiting around her like she's the center of your universe, she'll feel suffocated rather than attracted. Women aren't attracted to men who need them. They're attracted to men who want them but don't make them their number one priority. Think about the psychological dynamic when a man has a genuine purpose. It creates a healthy, natural tension in a relationship. She knows she has to earn your time and attention because you're invested in something significant. This creates value through scarcity. It forces her to pursue you rather than the other way around. Women are naturally attracted to men on an upward trajectory in life. A guy who's an appreciating asset. Your ambition makes you harder to control. You're not waiting for her validation. You're not orbiting her. You're on your own path, and that independence makes you more attractive. And now that you understand these 7 masculine traits, the question becomes, are you willing to actually implement them, or will you be like 99% of men who sit around watching and never take action? Because if you're serious about transforming your dating life and embodying these traits naturally, without it feeling forced, mechanical, or gimmicky, then I want you to apply for my private coaching program, where I'll personally guide you through this transformation step by step. All you have to do is click the first link in the description and book a call with me. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.